So last week we learned about the chain. So here is the chain that I made last week. If you did not learn how to do that, I'm not going to review here, but you can go back and watch week 1. It's available here on YouTube as well. Okay, so just a little bit of vocabulary. So this is my loop that my hook is in. This chain right here is the first chain from the hook. And when you start reading a pattern, it'll talk about the first chain from the hook, the second chain from the hook. This is the second chain from the hook. So you see how right there is the second chain from the hook. With a single crochet, you go to the second chain, and it's like a 2 horizontal lines. Sometimes I call them lips. Some people call it an X. It's not really an X though, but it's right there. You go in between there, and then you kind of wrap around. It's kind of just there. And you pull through, and you've got 2 loops. You wrap around, and you pull through. That's called a single crochet. Go through the next one, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. See right there? That's the next chain. See those 2 horizontal lines? Go through the middle of them, wrap around, pull through. You got 2 loops on your hook, wrap around, pull through. And you do that all the way across. Like I said, if you need to slow this video down, that's one good thing about YouTube, is it will let you slow your video as slow as 0.25 speed. And that's what I did to learn. So I'm just going to finish chaining. I don't know how many I did here. I did a little short chain, but I don't know how many I did. Counting is important, and I should have counted before I started, because when you're first learning, it's so easy to skip one of the chains. So I'm going to count now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I should have started with a chain of 10. Now, actually, I would have started with a chain of 11. It'll be 1 less because you skipped that first chain. And so as you're learning, I would recommend that you do that. So count your chain, take 1 off for the second row, and that's how many you should have. If you don't have that many, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you pulling it out and starting again. Okay, now we're going to learn a rectangle right now. We're not going to go in the round. We're going to learn a rectangle. So if it's a single crochet, at the end of that row, you chain 1. So I'm just going to chain like I did last week, okay? Then you literally flip it around. That's the back. So on patterns, sometimes they'll call it RS and WS. That stands for right side and wrong side. And so this is what we call the wrong side. And that is going to be rows. I realize I left something out. So when you get to the end of any row at this point, we chain 1. And the reason we chain 1 is because it's a single crochet and it's the height of the stitch. And so you need then you're going to flip it over to the wrong side. This is called the wrong side, WS. You want your hook to be high enough that you're able to go under that first. So that's my chain right there. That's my first stitch. And this time on the row 3, I want to go under both of those, not just in the middle. See there? And you grab and go through. And you just keep doing that. And I'm going to explain that more as we move on. I'm going to pull through. Okay? And I just keep doing that all the way across. So I'm going to finish it. But like I said, remember, what you need to do is slow it down to a 0.25 speed if you need to. And I'm just going to get to the end. Because remember, I told you row 1 and 2, those are the hardest 2 rows. So you've mastered it now. Now, I will say this last stitch is one that people tend to miss. So I have my first dish rags at the church, so I can't really show them to you. But a big mistake of beginning crocheters is the rectangle will start doing this and getting more narrow. That's usually because they're missing this stitch right here. So you see how it's kind of curved? I've got to get that one. And if I'm counting, and when you first start, you need to count. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I've only got 9, so I know I'm missing a stitch. And that's the one people tend to miss, right there. So get it, don't miss it. So now I should have 10 stitches. I'm going to chain 1, just like I've been doing. Turn, and notice I'm on the opposite side now. Go under both loops again, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, pull through. And that's it. So you're just literally going to keep doing this. I'm going to finish this row. And there is nothing wrong with you rewinding and rewinding and rewinding. Once again, and while you're learning, counting is so important. So just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A big mistake of beginners is not only that end one, but to skip a stitch. So if you skip a stitch, you pull that whole row out. You just simply take it, pull it out. It's called frogging. And I used to wonder why they called it frogging. And somebody says it's because it sounds like you're ripping it. Ribbit, ribbit, you get it? Rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, frogging it. Anyway, crochet humor. So that's what you do. This is week 2. That's all we're going to learn this week. So I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow.